Alright, welcome to episode 3 of Put Me in Tears, the show where our takes may or may not
put you in tears.
Put me in tears. That's me and Jake.
Ooh, I like that. Practicing that.
I haven't been practicing that.
Welcome back, everyone. This is episode 3. This is our third one. How you feeling?
I'm good. How about you? How's your day?
It's good. Stupid people. Stupid people. I don't know, man. Work is crazy. You really be thinking you don't have to deal with dumb people sometimes, and then like you deal with dumb people and you're like, dude, this is crazy. I can't believe people can be this stupid. But whatever.
It's hard being around people sometimes, to be honest.
I'm too nice where I give everybody the benefit of the doubt, but the more I work at my job, the more I'm starting to realize like
your patience is wearing thin.
Yeah, my patience is like getting lower and lower like every year. It's crazy. But yeah, we have a lot in store for the episode today. Today's episode we are ranking the top 10 NBA players of all time. Me and Jake always have arguments about who our top 10 is. So we want to show you, the viewer, or the viewers that are listening, or we want to figure out if our lists are valid or not. So, but before we start any of that, I just want to ask my co-host over here. I forgot to introduce ourselves again. It is me, Thomas Jesus, aka Short Guy. And I have my co-host over here,
Jake. AKA Tall Guy, I guess.
Nice. You working on that?
It's fine.
Still trying to think of persona. You ever try to give yourself a nickname? I feel like this is the worst kind of person.
No.
I was think too I should give myself a nickname, but I don't know.
I'm surprised you don't have like a different name for your. It's just your name. I'm surprised you never.
When I used to stream, it was Blue Cock Thunder. Blue Cock, that's too childish. That's such a video game.
That's where that name came from.
Yeah, Blue Cock Thunder.
Oh.
But it was Thomas of Jesus, and during that point, and I just remember like you told me like I don't know, man, that marketing's kind of weird. Because I'm not really like a religious guy, but my name is Thomas de Jesus, so in Spanish that means Thomas of Jesus. So I thought like people would understand that, but like religious people would follow me thinking that I'm a religious page. So
that's weird. Yeah, I wouldn't think of that though.
What? Like
I would think no, that's just your last name.
No,
really?
No, dude. You're completely right though when you told me that.
I can't name anyone, but I feel like I've seen last names like that before. Maybe it's rare. I don't know. Maybe I haven't, but
I don't know. I think that was a good move for me.
Maybe because the way I knew it was pronounced.
Yeah. Well, you know me. That's why. But I'm saying like.
But like Jesus, like okay, Jesus. It's like that's what I think of.
But during that period though, when I first started as Thomas of Jesus, if you didn't know this on TikTok, I first started as Thomas of Jesus. I was getting
Did I say something new about it?
Yeah.
Oh.
You remember? I was trying to figure out my new name, and then you were just like, I don't know, man. I think. Well,
that is weird because you're not. Yeah, it's your channel's not about religion. I mean.
That's what I'm saying. So it's kind of just misleading, and like people don't know that my last name.
People might take it disrespectfully that you're. Well, I mean, Thomas of Jesus. Like I don't know. Like people can take it a certain way, I guess.
It's more. I could have just pronounced it Thomas of.
I feel like you should come up with a name. I mean, your name's fine.
No, I like my name. I always wanted to go to my name anyway, so it's completely fine, and I just think.
I mean, it's worked out. It's perfect.
Everybody's doing that now.
Doing their full name, really.
Yeah, a lot of influencers are just doing their full name and shit, and I'm like, might as well just do mine. I mean, because if you really think about it. I don't know. Just giving myself a name is just very.
It's a little corny. It can be weird, yeah.
It can be like super corny.
It
depends on what the name is. If it's cool, but I mean, I'm fine with. Thomas
it's better when someone gives it to you and it makes sense.
Yeah. So before I interrupted what we were gonna say, I wanted to ask my co-host over here if he played any sports while he grew up.
No, I was never in any leagues. I played with my friends though. I every once in a while still play basketball sometimes.
Basketball.
Baseball, we don't have enough people to play with. Football, we don't have enough people to play with.
I don't know if that's like I don't know if that's like a regional thing. I don't know if that's a regional thing for us in California of not being able to find a lot of people to play baseball with, because I can never find people to play baseball with.
Yeah, you need at least like what, like I don't know, like at least 8 or 9 people on each team or something.
So it's like if you even have 9 friends, it's not even enough to have a full like pick-up game.
You can have 9 friends, or 10 friends, but a lot of them might not want to actually play it. They're not maybe into baseball and stuff.
We should get a baseball game though. Honestly, going. That'd
that'd be really fun.
I've never played. Have you
one
played?
game, huh?
Have you played?
I used to play. Yeah,
Really?
but I wasn't in the league, but I used to have like, there was a group I used to play with every once in a while.
You were a pitcher?
No, I was I don't remember what I did. Defensively, I was not good. I think I played outfield. But
I wanted to be a pitcher.
The one thing I can get all my friends to play was volleyball. Everyone was always, for some reason, down. And volleyball's fun. Everyone was always down to play volleyball.
Volleyball is fun. I played that shit in college. I played that shit with the homies.
I mean, I would say you at least need like, 2-on-2, right? But everyone would be like, yeah, let's play. And we'd have like fucking 6-on-6, 8-on-8. It was crazy. It was.
You really played volleyball? I did not know that about you.
Like,
That's so funny.
Not professionally. I wasn't good at it.
Man, you fucking tall ass would kill that shit, man.
Yeah, I used to try to spike on people. I used to get spiked hard though. Like sometimes people would just smack me.
Playing, okay, like the craziest part about volleyball is you think it's easy and fun up until you face really good people.
Oh yeah.
Because in college, I made a team and like it was just co-eds and everybody, like a lot of teams were just like whatever, like okay, like the same as us, and we were like the slightly better team. So once we faced like that one team that like, these were like people that got cut from the volleyball team, once we faced them, those motherfuckers hammered us. I subbed myself out of the game. I legitimately subbed myself out because I was just like, this is not even fun anymore. Those motherfuckers were like 6 feet, dude. I couldn't handle it, man.
Yeah, I like, but yeah, sports, it's fun to play. I wasn't that good. If I was able to get a group, which was rare to play football, that was my favorite. But I never played like full on tackle. Like I never did that. But like flag football was fun, man.
I was scared of football, man. I'm still scared of football to this day,
well,
bro.
to play flag, it's not bad.
Flag. I mean, yeah, flag would have been fun.
I think me and Dorian, we were talking about that.
I didn't get the.
Weren't we talking about that?
What?
Playing?
No. Oh well, I think you talked about like we played once, but I'm not really into football, and I gotta get cleats and shit.
Oh yeah, you don't like that sucks.
I mean I like football.
You would have fun. It'd be fun. It's not gonna be super.
I've grown to like football, like as a sport, because it is pretty funny. Just like trying to run that.
Yeah,
shit
you're all
down.
about basketball, and whenever I ask you about, that's why we don't really talk about NFL stuff too much, because you're not as knowledgeable about it.
I mean, I could keep up a conversation. I could literally keep up a conversation about any sport because I'm just always like researching like a bunch of shit. But basketball is the hands down my most favorite fucking thing in the world. And it sucks that we can't really talk about that on our TikTok because every time we try, it just doesn't go well. But we're talking about it on here, so you can't stop us, man. So
wait, what do you think of the NBA season though?
I don't know, man. I don't know if it's like an age thing, but
yeah,
I used to be so invested when I was younger, and now like since now we're like busy, it's just there's no point in me like going to every game, like watching every game or.
Okay, so like personal things, but like I feel like you might be right, but I feel like this season 2023-2024 has been.
It's lit though. It's been lit. Like every week I feel like there's something.
Trying to hype it up and shit. I'm just like,
dude, last night Embiid scored like 70.
I know, but I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
You know what bothers me the most about it is the refs. The refs, man.
That's conspiracy shit, man. Honestly,
no. I'm not talking about conspiracy stuff. I'm talking about like blatant missed calls. Or when they throw out the player all the time. They call T's on everything. People are gonna be with me on that.
I never complained about the refs. I don't know. The refs never bothered me about shit, man.
The refs never bug you when you're watching the game?
No. I mean, like, of course during the game you're gonna be like, oh, that ref is fucking stupid. But at the end of the day, it's just like, I honestly, like, truly believe a lot of them just make mistakes, but they don't get
That's fine.
They don't get penalized for it.
But it's not about. It's like getting worse every year. It seems like. No, I'm talking about specifically like when they get thrown out, a technical.
No.
Like, have you seen Tatum get thrown out? It's like, what? Because he clapped or something? It's just crazy. Like, you can't show any emotion, basically.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. I mean, the league's... Like, you have to understand the league's changed, bro. Like,
NBA's been... Yeah, it's hard to watch sometimes, honestly. I like the sport, but the NBA, I don't know.
I still love the NBA, man. No matter what's going down with the NBA, like, I still love that shit. That shit I could sit down and watch, like, all the fucking time. Like,
it's still entertaining to watch. I'm not going to say it's not bad, but it's just, I don't know.
To me, like, every other sport is hard to watch unless it's playoffs.
Even the NFL, too.
I can't...
The last game, it was like...
What do you prefer? Which one do you prefer to watch? Basketball or the football?
Oh, if I had to choose... I'd probably choose football.
I don't know. Like I said, as I've grown up more and more, it's just like, dude, football? Sometimes shit's like too long, bro. Football is too long for me sometimes, man. They've been speeding it up though. That Rams game, the playoff game, that shit went by quick.
Was it did you like it? You watched it?
That was fast, yeah. No, I watched no, I'm talking about the playoff game they recently
No, I know, with the Lions. Did you enjoy it though?
No, because it was a good game. It was a good game, and then like for some reason like the huddles weren't as long as they usually are. I don't know, man. Usually fucking football games to me feel like fucking 4 hours, dude.
They're like around three and a half.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. But that one was just like
that one. Well, there was like if there's a lot of running. Mm-hmm. I didn't really watch that game actually, but yeah, when you're running and you get tackled, the clock keeps going. There's certain plays the clock stops, like missed passes and stuff like that. But when there's a lot of running, the game will go by quick because the clock keeps going basically.
Yeah, yeah. Basketball to me is like the best.
When I was
live sport you can watch.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. But when I was younger though, for sure, basketball was way easier to watch than football for me. Because you're right, football can be super slow sometimes.
And then
it's like 3 yards, 2 yards, and it seems like it goes on forever. But no, football, I'm not saying the NFL is great, but football itself is just...
And then like hands down, the worst one to me is baseball. I like baseball now. I love baseball now more than ever, but baseball,
that's hard to watch.
I can't fucking watch that shit unless it's the playoffs, man. I'm sorry, baseball fans, man.
No, I'm with you on that one.
Dude, it is so hard. I don't know, like even like marquee games where like they market it as like, oh, this team is facing each other. I'm not like, oh, like I need to watch this.
Yeah, I don't watch it either.
They're completely different though. You need to watch it live. You need to watch games live. For baseball games, I feel like you can deal with it more if
what do you mean?
there.
Oh, in person you mean?
Yeah.
Oh.
If you're in person, like, I feel like you can deal with that like way better.
That's why you don't see me going to like NBA games. I like if I really want to watch it sometimes, like I get it unless you have really good seats, but if you have like crappy seats and stuff, I feel like it's better to watch on
It's
TV.
different, bro. I'm telling you, it is really
No, I know, like the atmosphere and stuff, I get it. I used to go to Dodger games all the time when I was a kid, but
I didn't think it was different. I never thought it was different. I was just like, bro, they're right in front of my screen. But then once you're there, I don't know what that energy is of like when you're actually there.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like if you really want to watch the game and get a good view of it, you're watching on TV. I mean, but it's fine to go, I guess. I mean, if you have really good seats, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Then nothing beats it.
Boxing is another one too. I don't know. That to me is like kind of. I haven't been able to watch it because I used to, funny enough, as a Filipino, you just watch boxing your whole life because of Pacquiao, and Pacquiao's fights were so exciting that now that when I get to the point of watching like a boxing fight now, like it's just not the same for me anymore. It's so weird.
Pacquiao was one of the best.
That's what I'm saying. And I sometimes I never even realized that.
Who's your favorite? Is your favorite boxer?
What?
Who do you think's the best boxer?
It's not him. It's definitely not him. When he didn't beat Floyd, I was just like, it's not him. Because I thought, do you think he had a chance to be the best boxer if he beat Floyd?
I
think he would have been up there.
He's already up there, but
he's not.
He's not better than Floyd.
No, he's not better than Floyd. I've come to terms with that, and watch the rematch.
Boxing's weird now. It's very I don't know. That's a whole different conversation. I like UFC is where it's at, man. UFC is amazing.
Yeah. Well,
I'm a casual though. I don't watch every fight night, but I definitely watch every pay-per-view.
I don't watch the UFC. It's so weird. I can't watch the UFC, but I can watch boxing, bro. It's
Why?
I don't know.
Is it harder to watch, like, because it's violent, or is it just boring, or is it just like
It's so weird. I really like boxing better.
I like it. It's very.
I feel like you should like the UFC more than boxing because like anything goes.
Really, yeah. It's if you're really into watching it, you should really appreciate, like, into martial arts, you should really appreciate it because you see all sorts of fighting styles and stuff. But yeah, I get nervous sometimes watching the fights. Even if I'm not going for anyone, it's just so, not all of them, but some of them, it's just like, the last one, I was standing up, I was like, it's intense. But those guys actually go in there and, put their lives on the line almost, basically. You know?
But that's why fighting combat sports, you can't take your eyes off of that shit, man.
I feel like you can criticize whatever, if you want to criticize NBA players or football players or baseball players, but when you criticize like fighters and stuff for what it's like, you gotta respect it,
That's what I'm saying.
It's a whole different level of respect for those guys.
That's why I can never be the type of fan. I don't do this in general. I don't do this in general with sports in general, like commenting on athletes. But specifically for like fighting athletes, I never want to be the person to be like, these people suck. These people suck. They shouldn't be. They don't deserve to be in the UFC, or they don't deserve to box. Because 9 times out of 10, none of these people know how to box. None of these people know how to fight. So it's just like.
Well, if you're in the UFC or any big league like that, you're good no matter what.
Yeah, you're good no matter what, bro.
Even if they don't sign you back, you're even if you're not into it, you gotta respect those guys. You really do. Like, it's a whole different thing. So if you're not into watching it, you should definitely respect them for sure.
It's a whole different one. Man, we went from fucking talking about hooping to all the way to the UFC.
Talking about sports. That's the only thing I will actively like try to watch.
What? The UFC?
UFC, but like I don't watch like maybe I will start getting into it more, but the pay-per-views, every month I will watch the pay-per-view.
But it's funny. It's funny you talk about the NBA because now let's get into our segment of I don't know what credentials we have of like telling people what our top 10 is, but I guess we're known as rankers anyway within the social media space, so might as well, right? So we're doing our top 10 NBA players of all time right now. All right, so I feel like we've been watching the NBA a lot. I've been watching it a lot for my whole life. I'm assuming you have too.
Basically.
So I guess that's our credentials on why we can speak on this. So how we're gonna do this is Jake's gonna go first. Jake's gonna list his 10, and I'll say my piece, and I'll say my 10 after Jake is done. So let's get into it. What do you got memorized?
Oh yeah, I have it memorized.
You don't,
this
man.
Is,
no Liz, bro. No Liz. Alright, let's get it.
So my top 10 players of all time.
Number 10, let's get it.
As of currently now, in 2024, I don't play basketball, so people, don't take this personally. It's just my opinion. But number 10, I'm gonna go Bill Russell. 11 rings. Gotta have him on the list.
That's what
you just have to.
I know, right?
I know it was different back then, but 11 rings. I mean,
the Bill Russell shit's like crazy to me because I don't know if we need to put him out of respect, but like I just put him in just because he has the most rings in NBA history.
Yeah, I'm not just saying like there's maybe like you can argue with certain other players that were probably slightly better, more athletic than him, but just the 11 ring. I'm just going. This is everything.
Yeah.
Number 9, I'm gonna go Larry Bird. 3 championships, 3 MVPs. He did it in like a really short amount of time too. It was pretty wild.
Some people consider him top 5.
I wouldn't argue with that. But I feel like Larry Bird. I mean, some people might be thinking I'm putting him too high, like a higher number.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, but he's in there.
He has to be, right?
Yeah. Number 8, I'm gonna go Tim Duncan. Best power forward. Really?
Oh, that's so low.
I don't know. Okay.
Low.
I thought you were gonna have him.
No, you have to have him.
I think I had him with someone else, but I switched because yes, 5 championships, greatest power forward ever. But the person I have in front of him, and this is gonna trigger a lot of people. I think you already know who I'm gonna say on this one. But I'm gonna put Kobe Bryant at 7. Those two compete against each other. Both have 5 rings. Tim Duncan, I think, has 3 Finals MVPs over Kobe's 2, but just Kobe's legacy
7.
and just like the Mamba mentality.
The Kobe argument is so hard because as a fan, like I love that guy so much that I would put him at like number 1 as like a fan because you know what I'm saying, like he's so well loved like that. But like objectively, as like if you're looking at like a career,
there's others that are better.
There's others that are better, and it's just like I don't know, because maybe we're not in the NBA because a lot of people, because like I can understand why a lot of people would put him up there because a lot of NBA players still put him like
yeah. I mean, and we're not NBA players, so maybe people. That's what I'm saying. People be like, oh wow, Kobe at 7, but it's like, look,
we don't.
He's great.
From the viewpoint,
I just have other players above him. Like it is what it is.
I think 7 is kind of.
I used to have him lower. So, but I did a little more. Just the whole very iconic, just great. Kobe was Kobe. He was great. Number 6, I got Shaq.
Yeah,
most dominant center ever.
He's the conversation for Shaq has been so like crazy ever since he's been retired because I didn't understand how amazing he was up until everyone like puts him on like the all-time list.
He was the better player, I'm sorry, on that first 3-peat Lakers team. Or the 2000s Lakers 3-peat team. He had the 3 Finals MVPs. Kobe obviously was the second, like right there though. In my opinion. But Shaq's number 6. This one, I don't know. Since he won recently, I'm putting Steph Curry at number 5. Greatest shooter.
Oh my God.
Time.
Steph Curry is at number 5?
Yes. He's the greatest shooter of all time.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm not a Warriors fan. I don't care about the Warriors at all.
That's
greatest shooter of all time, but hear me out too. He changed the game.
Okay, he changed the game, yeah.
Like, I can name a couple other players that changed the game as well. That more of an impact than him. But he has changed the game, and you have to admit that.
Okay, you have to admit
and
that, but...
yes, I know he only has 1 Finals MVP, but he was the first unanimous league MVP. 4 championships, and it is what it is. I know that first championship he won, you can debate whether it should have been him or Iguodala, but I think he should have got that.
He should have got that.
He should have got that.
But he wasn't really playing that well in that series. So
yeah,
it was a toss-up.
That's what I'm saying. Okay,
so
that's what I'm saying.
Iguodala one wasn't like crazy to me.
There's a debate, but point is, Steph Curry's at 5. It is what it is. If you want to, I didn't have him top 10, but then he got the championship, got the Finals MVP. He's number 5. I will not argue though if you want to put him at 10 or 9 or whatever. That's fine. Number 4, I got Magic Johnson. Greatest true point guard. Changed the game. Those passing skills.
I used to think Steph like surpassed him, jumped, but you just keep on seeing like Magic's numbers. Like if you really look at Magic's numbers and the impact he had in this game,
dude, his numbers are crazy.
It is pretty insane, bro.
Look at his accolades. Magic Johnson's number 4.
He has a lot of good accolades.
Just amazing. Number 3, we got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. if you want to talk about accolades, look at that guy's accolades.
Debatable best player of all time, man. Everyone says it. I mean, he has the criteria. He has the criteria for it. So,
just insane. Number 2, LeBron James.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
If you want to put Kareem above LeBron, that's fine. If you want to put Magic above, whatever. But the one person you will not put above LeBron, or put in front of, is Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is number 1. What?
I'm always for MJ being number 1. I'm always for MJ being number 1.
Do you think there's an actual debate though that LeBron is better? I don't really.
Yes, there's actual debate, but we'll get to that after I'm done with mine. But it's debatable now. If that's what I was gonna say.
So wait, how's my list though? Or you want to talk about it after? Pretty good list, huh?
It's on the same par as me, but the Steph Curry one's kind of like wild to me. But I mean, that's your list. All right, so we'll start with mine. Let's see. I got at number 10. I literally feel like he gets so disrespected amongst like the all-time greats. It is Akeem Olajuwon at number 10. Akeem Olajuwon.
I like that.
Akeem Olajuwon number 10. I feel like he does crack it. To me, he changed the game too.
He could be
Because the footwork was
for a big man.
Was crazy for a big man during that time. So I'm showing a lot of love to Akeem.
And if the Bulls would have went up against those Rockets, I'm not saying the Bulls would have lost, but
no, they would have lost. No one's beating the Bulls. No one's beating the Bulls with Michael, bro. If Michael stayed,
I thought you meant the Bulls would lose.
No, if Michael stayed, bro, hands down, he would have won 8 straight.
But I'm just saying, no, that team was formidable. Though. Some people said Michael was saying he didn't want to verse the Rockets.
That team was like the lowest seed to make it to the NBA Finals. So I don't know about that one, but we'll never know. It's all hypothetical. All right, so at my number 9, I put Bill Russell. Bill Russell at number 9. Had to think long and hard about it because a lot of people put him in like top 5. But I can't. You just put it. To me, it's just like R.I.P. to Bill Russell, man. But it's just respect. It's just out of respect picks, man. Like, it's 11 rings, so I feel like he deserves to be on there, right? The person with the most rings deserves to be on there. That made an impact. I think he deserves to be on there.
People are gonna say, "Oh, where's Robert Ory?"
Oh yeah, like, I was thinking that too, but then I was just I'm talking about like people. He was good. He was like really good during that time, and he was the catalyst for that. So you have to put him in.
He was the best player on the team, but I hate it when people say that. Like, oh, if we're gonna judge it by that, Bill Russell or it's like, dude, come on. So
number 8, I put Shaq. I think that's a good spot to put Shaq. A lot of people put him up high.
I mean, I had him at 6, so.
But Shaq is at 8, because you gotta show respect to Shaq. Everybody shows respect to Shaq. I don't think you could ever like talk to anyone and them tell you like Shaq doesn't deserve to be in the top 10, because he's always in the top 10 list. But he's at number 8 for me. And then right above him is Larry Bird at number 7.
I respect that.
Number 7 is Larry Bird. He used to be in my top 5, but
really,
yeah. Him and Magic were always behind each other. That's what I put. But then you gotta really look at like different people right now. Like they're literally like separating them.
I used to have Larry higher. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just him and Magic. Like had the same like career trajectory and like the same impact. So that's why you always put them like back and forth. Where like Magic was the one that was like a little bit higher. But he's at number 7 for me. And then number 6 is Kobe. Number 6 is Kobe. So, for me, it's interchangeable for him to get out of the top 5. Because a lot of people put him top 5.
Dude, I have arguments with people about Kobe being better than LeBron, Kobe being number 2. I'm sorry, I don't think that's the case.
You don't want to do it, but people's careers, like you from a fan's perspective, like people have like you look at it and you're just like there's people that had better careers than Kobe. And that's not a slight on Kobe. It's just like, I just can't be biased and be like, Kobe deserves to be like top 3 because I love him so much. Because I love Kobe, you know what I'm saying? But there's always debates on that, man. But like I said, it's always interchangeable with him getting into like either top 5 or like top 3. So I'm not mad at that. I'm never mad at people for saying that Kobe might be the best or he might just be like top 3 or number 2. So rest in peace to Kobe. But at number 5, a lot of people get mad at me for this. I put Tim Duncan at number 5.
Well, I had Tim Duncan and Kobe next to each other. I'm not gonna hate on you for that.
I'm a big Tim Duncan guy, man. And people would say like it's because of the system. He's the system guy, and because of the system, he that's why he succeeded.
I'm not gonna argue with you on that.
But he put up the numbers, bro.
It does. I mean, I wouldn't put him higher than Shaq though.
I would put him over. I wouldn't put him over Shaq. I would put him over Shaq. I think, but see that's because Shaq is more appealing. I feel like because Shaq was more appealing as a player than Tim Duncan. But we didn't really like break down Timmy's like.
If Shaq would have taken care of himself,
he would have been there.
On that.
He would have been top 2. I feel like he would have been top 2.
Yeah, he could have been. Yeah. So, but I know, but you know, I'm not going to use that for my argument. Well, I kind of am, but I mean, just the potential. It was crazy.
But it didn't pan out. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he still got.
He still got
3
4
championships, 3 Finals MVPs in a row.
He got 4 rings, so you really can't.
Yeah,
you really can't count out Shaq. But
I respect that.
To me, I think
I'm not hating on Tim Duncan.
Is it way better? I don't know. Is it way better? I don't know, but he's better.
No, they're right there. They're
all right there. Honestly, all these top 10s are just like right.
Tim Duncan's like a robot, man. That guy he's great.
And at number 4, Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson's at number 4 for me. And then I think we already said on like Magic just being like top 5. I think Magic will always be top 5. You think that'll get kicked out of it?
Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe one day.
It's gonna happen, but I don't think it's anytime soon. Maybe, I don't know. But number 3 is Kareem. Number 3 is Kareem. You know, we always talk about Kareem and shit. We always talk about how Kareem is like, it's always gonna be there. So, number 2 for me, it is LeBron. It is LeBron.
I thought you were gonna say
No, it's this one's so fucking hard.
It's not really.
It's my generation. For my generation, it's gonna be LeBron as the greatest because that's our generation. You know.
Okay, so who's your number 1? What are you talking about then?
Michael Jordan.
Oh.
Michael Jordan's gonna be number 1. I feel like I'm giving it to him out of respect.
Oh, but you believe Michael Jordan is better than LeBron James?
I could say that because that's just how.
Do you believe in it, or are you just saying that because of the consensus?
It's just the respect thing. No, you know what I'm saying?
So you're just saying it because of respect?
No, but I really can't tell you, man. Like I really can't tell you who's, because LeBron has lost in the finals, but then I don't think we could use that argument anymore.
Well, look, let me say this. Jordan actually said this. He said that basically he doesn't think you can really compare eras, which is true.
That's what I'm saying. You can't.
It's very different. So, even though I wholeheartedly disagree if someone says LeBron James is a better player, had a better career, whatever, than Michael Jordan, even though I completely disagree with that, okay, like...
I think we're at a point now where that's not even like a crazy... That's not even a crazy statement anymore if you say LeBron is at number 1.
I don't think it's that crazy, but, I mean, it's just... There's certain little arguments here and there, longevity. Maybe you can say competition. I mean, he went up against the Warriors 4 times in a row.
But that's what I'm saying. And then I don't think people are understanding like the 3-1 comeback, because to me that should have already been like
that was like
solidified one where I'm like, oh shit, like
that was like my favorite finals in like the last like 10 years. That was like crazy.
But isn't that, don't you feel like everyone's putting that under the rug, that performance?
No.
But that's what I'm saying, like no one uses that as like his like as a point as to why he can be the greatest of all time.
But how many times has he lost? I mean, look, there's been times, he went up against the Warriors. First time he went to the finals.
But can we keep on using that argument that he lost in the finals? He's been to 9 straight finals. Isn't that like insane enough already?
That's crazy. But
like, what's that fucking homeboy from the football that been to 4? He's been to 4 fucking straight Super Bowls.
Who?
The guy from the Bills. I forget the fucking quarterback. The Bills went to the.
Oh, I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
really
the
know.
Bills. There's some guy There's some guy who went to the Super Bowl. I forgot his fucking name. I should look that up right now. But he went to the Super Bowl 4 times in a row, and he's still considered one of the greats, even though he didn't win.
He's a quarterback?
Yes. Jim Kelly.
You can't compare football to basketball, though.
It's Jim Kelly.
It's different, though.
But I'm just saying, why are we going to continue using this argument against LeBron? That's the only argument I can see why people are like, he can't be the greatest of all time because he lost this much in the finals.
Well, he had a lot of help on his teams. You know that. He had a lot of help on the Heat. He was the best. He was in the East around that time.
But he was the best. He was the best on
that
those
was
teams.
a very weak conference for that time. You know who was coming out of that every time.
I think just because he has a lot of asterisks within his achievements, I feel like that's why we're like putting him
Thomas,
down.
so just say LeBron's better than him. Just say it.
But you can't. You can't say that. You can't say that.
Can you name LeBron's accolade? If you want to compare accolades, compare their accolades.
Who has more MVPs? I'm assuming Jordan.
Yeah.
Jordan has more MVPs. He has more Finals MVPs.
Yes.
He has more championships.
Yes. You know how many scoring titles Jordan has?
A lot.
10.
But I'm just.
You know how many Defensive Player of the Year awards Jordan has versus LeBron?
That's what I'm telling you. Like, I don't disagree with the fact that he's better or he's number 1. But you can't just sit here and tell me that LeBron can't be 1B at this point.
I don't think he's 1B. I think he's 2. And I think Michael's 1. That's just my opinion, though.
We're always going to continuously have this argument. But then I feel like once he retires, I feel like it's going to start, the conversations are going to start ramping up.
Dude, ESPN, everyone always tries to find ways to talk about it. I mean, we're talking about it.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a fun thing to talk about.
It's going to ramp up. You don't think it's going to ramp up when he retires? It's going to ramp up where people are going to be like, he might be the best.
Well, of course, they're going to look at what he did throughout his career. There's certain things that LeBron probably has over Jordan that he did better. But it is what it is. Jordan.
I don't know, leading scorer, and he's top 10 in like all the categories of like rebounds, assists, and all that shit.
Yeah, he's a better passer. He's more athletic. He should be more athletic, with today's day and age, with everything going on. He should be more athletic. I mean, it is what it is.
It's just a crazy conversation now to have that. I can fully be confident in saying that LeBron might be better than
Jordan played today.
Who knows?
Like, do you think?
I mean, we can't use that. We can't use that.
No. I'm not trying to. This isn't a gotcha. I'm just curious. We don't know. I don't know.
I really don't know.
It's different.
It's just different. So that's why you really can't compare it. But I think right now it just makes.
If you want to say he's 1B, that's fine. Whatever. But I personally believe he's number 2. I mean,
to me,
yes,
right now,
he's gone to 10.
To me, right now, it's 1A, 1B.
He's gone to 10. What is it? 10 finals total? Something
Probably
like that?
more, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's fucking great. Like, going to the finals alone, because we give so much respect to people in the NBA for going to the finals anyway.
You remember when he played against the Mavericks in the finals?
Yeah.
You ever seen a superstar like that ever shrink though? I will say though, I am sorry, I have never seen a player get like 7 points.
People have that though,
points.
and then he won the next year. So it's
just saying.
It just happens. I can't keep on
Didn't happen to Jordan.
I can't use that argument.
Did it happen to Jordan?
Oh my god. it's. I can't use that argument anymore. I honestly feel like I can't use that argument anymore. That just because he lost in the finals.
But it's about how you lost. It's about everything. I'm not just saying Jordan's better just because of how many times he lost. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about everything. I just talked about he has more accolades than him. Yeah, okay, more assists, more this, and he's playing much longer than him. He should be the leading scorer all time. He should be leading a lot of these categories because of how long he's played and how healthy he's been, and that's been great. But at the same time, it's like the technology, the things people took back then, it was different back then compared to how it is now. Even though there's still a bunch of players always being out sometimes, load management, whatever you want to call it, but still, it was just a different time. It's
Realistically, I just want people to stop acting like LeBron's not number 2 at least.
People think Kobe's better than LeBron. I'm just like, I'm sorry. It's just, like, people argue that Kareem's better than LeBron. I don't agree with that. I think LeBron is number 2. I think the people that are saying LeBron isn't, like Skip Bayless, I think Skip Bayless didn't even have him in his top 10 or something. It's like,
if you say LeBron's not number 2, I feel like it's such a biased thing to say.
Kareem, I can kind of.
Okay, yes, you could put Kareem at number 2.
Because if you put Kareem at 1, whatever, fine. Those 3. But if you put LeBron at 5 or something like that, it's like,
you can't.
Yeah, you can't do that.
That's like he's solidified now. I don't know. We'll continue having this argument like forever, but I feel like we touched on. Our lists were actually kind of pretty similar on where everything
They were very similar.
There's nothing really I could disagree with other than the Steph Curry one. I don't know about that one, Chief. That one that's completely out there. But
I don't understand. He's the greatest shooter of all time.
Number 5, but you're telling me
But you don't even have him top 10. That's fine. If you want to say I put him too high, that's fine.
Now,
but you don't
can
even
he make top 10? Yes. I think when it's all said and done, he'll make top 10, but not right now. Honestly.
So if he never wins a championship again,
if he wins another one, then he's moving up.
So if he never wins,
he's moving up a lot.
If he never wins another one, he won't ever you won't even consider him top 10. Do you have him top 15?
No, by the end of
you have him right out top 10 right there, right?
Probably. He's probably like top 15.
Okay.
Him and Kevin Durant right now are just.
No, Curry's higher than Durant.
Well, that's a whole nother. we can continuously have this argument.
You really? All right.
We can continuously have this argument, but
I'm just saying
that's our top 10.
If you have Durant higher.
We're not talking about 20 through 10. We're talking about top 10, so that's a whole other thing. But
you know what? That's a good idea because no one ever talks. Let's do our top 20 to 10. We should do that, yeah. Because I don't hear people talking about that.
That'd be a good idea. If you like that, let us know.
20 through 10.
But that was a good talk on usually that. But now we finally had that talk. We usually have that talk a lot, and now we had it on camera. It's kind of funny.
Well, I feel like we haven't talked about it in a while.
Yeah, but it's so.
But the times we have, we're usually pretty similar.
We are pretty similar on that shit.
The last time I think we talked about it, Curry didn't win yet. That's how long ago it was.
Yeah.
So and I didn't have. I think that's why you don't like my list because Curry didn't win at the time, and I think I had Wilt Chamberlain right at 10. I'm surprised you have Hakeem.
Oh, dude, we left out Wilt. I just realized that right now. But is it really crazy for leaving out Wilt? I don't know.
He's my 11, and then I would say Hakeem is 12.
Yeah, it's.
And
that's
another
crazy.
sleeper, Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah,
he changed the game.
We're just saying stuff at this point, man. But that's our top 10. Let us know in the comments if you if you fuck with it or you think we're stupid. But respectfully, that's the top 10. So segueing into commentating on things. Let's go into the segment of commenting on comments right now. You had a couple comments rolled up on you, man?
Yeah, I do actually.
Let's look it up right now.
All right. For this comment, it's nothing controversial. It's the top comment on our Birkenstock shoe model of all time. Someone said Arizonas are easily the best, bro. Come on. Most liked comment on that video. I'm only saying that, yeah, because I didn't put it in. Huh? I don't know too much about the Birkenstocks, but there are a lot of people that are upset we didn't put Arizona's higher.
But I can confidently still say I wouldn't even put that high regardless because
I understand
it's
why
just a sandal. You know what I'm saying? Even though out of respect pick, I wouldn't even put it out of a respect pick. That's why I didn't even make my list.
But that's a sandal that I feel like people that don't like sandals will actually like those sandals.
I like them.
I kind of understand.
I like them. I had them before, so.
And then for another comment, this was on. It's funny because this was on our best gum video we did with Dorian.
Mm-hmm.
But this person, the Mason 67, said, "How about best gum bottom shoes of all time?" What do you think? That's a great idea.
Best gum bottom shoes. I mean, we go through everything. We go through everything with this one. So that could be an idea of what we need to do.
I like that, the Mason 67. And then I got one more comment here. This one kind of made me laugh. And this was what you were talking about, so I guess I wasn't crazy. Or I was crazy.
What?
BFiend16 on also the gum video said, "I had Trident layers once and it turned into water in my mouth and I threw up." So this whole thing about gum being watery, I think you said, I guess it's a true
mushy.
thing.
It's mushy, bro. It's mushy.
You said water in the comment.
I couldn't figure out the word. I couldn't figure out the fucking word I was trying to figure out. But it does. I said it when you chew icebreakers, it gets fucking mushy, dude.
Okay, that's a better word. But that's why I kept saying watery. This guy said it turned into water though for him.
I don't know. I think he was probably tripping. I read that comment too, and I was just like, I mean, I guess, but.
Well, those are my comments.
So now I have my fucking comments. All right, now it's fucking here. Jesus, that took forever. So Amber B3PO said, "I'm certain they low-key always want to beat Thomas up."
Sometimes.
Honestly, guys, I feel like you guys don't understand the relationship between all of us. To understand, like, that's just how we talk. And if they come off as like they want to like kill me, it's just like them like just talking to me. He said sometimes. But I never feel like these guys are ever annoyed whenever like I'm going off in the tangent. I don't know if you ever feel that way, but
no, honestly, not at all.
That's just how we communicate with each other, and it's never been like I'm annoyed that you're saying this. That's just how we talk.
I think I overreact a little bit, like in terms of like what you say sometimes, and Dorian especially does it too. Dorian goes off sometimes. It's funny. Dorian makes me laugh in those videos.
Dorian does make me laugh. Dorian's so funny in those videos.
Yeah,
man.
He's funny.
Dorian's the guy with the hat, the black guy. He's the black guy in the videos.
The middle height guy.
But nah, that's just how we are. So and Stunna X boy B-boy said, "I hoop, and I know that orange Gatorade while playing pickup be hidden different. I told you. Orange Gatorade. Till this day, I still don't know what the hell the OG color is. People said it was Glacier.
Glacier was the one. Glacier, I think, was like one of the first new ones. Like
no, they said Glacier Freeze is the OG one.
No, it's not. I don't think so. It's
people were saying that in the comments, but
oh well, I guess we gotta fact check it. Fact check it.
But this one was kind of funny to me. I said this person Scooter Bopooter. When I lived in Thailand, all I could ever get was Pringles because the packaging lended to international shipping, I guess. Pringles is ass though, and I always wished for Lay's. I thought he was gonna say some sentimental shit about Pringles, and then he didn't fucking say that shit.
Wait, were you the one that put that on your worst chips? What? Pringles?
Yeah, I put Pringles on mine.
Why?
No, it's bad. Like it tastes bad, dude.
All the chips in the world?
Out of all the potato chips, you can guarantee like no one's picking Pringles out of like any of the potato chips. But I can't go with that. All right.
Wow.
All right, and my last one, I kind of found this funny. It's from Stetson Salvatore. It said, "I love that all three of you mentioned the same nauseating feeling you get from eating Fritos." I do.
Dude, Fritos, the original Fritos is ass. I'm sorry, like it's not good.
The funniest part about the Fritos, like, because everybody's like giving us flack for the Fritos choices, they're not understanding. We just chose the original Fritos.
No, the honey barbecue twist, the chili cheese.
Everything they make is good.
Even the flaming hot ones are okay. Like those are
good.
Those are all good chips. But the original is just weird. It makes me feel sick after I eat it, which I rarely do.
I'm glad we kind of resonated with a lot of those people.
It's not even just that's not just us.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, you can look up tier lists, and Fritos is always up there somehow. In terms of, like, it is what it is. Although, people said, oh, you gotta dip them in stuff or whatever. Okay, that's fine. But tortilla chips...
We're not talking about that. But we're not talking about the dip. We're not talking about dip, though. We're just talking about... We were just talking about what is literally the best chip.
Tortilla chips don't make me feel sick after I eat them. So...
wait, why would it make you sick?
Because when I eat Fritos, it makes me feel sick after I eat them. You said nauseating, it literally makes me want to, like...
So when shit makes you, like, uncomfortable... So we're talking about you being uncomfortable right now.
What is this?
How would you feel if I asked you a couple uncomfortable questions now?
Oh.
Because we are with Uncomfortable Questions with Jake.
That was a weird transition.
I'm trying to be better with the transitions and shit.
I forgot you were doing this. That's why I was like, what?
It's okay. Well, you don't need to know that you're doing this, so it gets a better reaction out of you. But I have a couple questions that I want to ask you.
Hopefully they're better.
First question is, a punch from Goku or a punch from Saitama?
Goku.
Really?
Yeah, Saitama, you die every time.
Do you think you actually die with Saitama, though?
I think there's like... Well,
What's like the lore of him?
I've kind of like... I dove into the manga just a little bit, but not really. Like, okay... at the end of season 1, that alien guy, I forgot his name. He was cool though. I forgot his name. Damn. But anyways, he survived some punches from him.
Yeah, but that's the being. But that's like the all powerful.
Is this really an argument though? Is this really like a? Like, do you think like it would be like a 50-50 question?
I'm talking about which one like would hurt more.
Saitama. Well, I guess if you just Saitama, you get punched, you automatically die. So
I don't think people understand the scope of Goku though. That's why.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't think people understand the scope of Goku, which is like, because I never understood it, but people say like Goku's like power is like up there.
Yeah, but Saitama's punch. I'm not saying he's like a more. His punch is stronger.
So you're saying you would take. So you're saying you would take a punch from Saitama, the one that would hurt.
Oh well, no. I'd rather get punched by Goku because I think I can hopefully survive. Well, I probably wouldn't survive.
If I knew the lore more of how powerful actually Saitama is, then I feel like I would choose Saitama.
You pretty much how he got his powers?
But no, I know how he got his powers, but I don't want to spoil that for people.
Yeah, but the manga and everything's not over yet.
Yeah, but
like stuff might be revealed and all that.
He's already powerful, so it's kind of just like, is he gonna get more powerful from this point?
To answer your question, I'd rather get punched by Goku because I think there's somewhat a little eeny chance of survival. Saitama, I think I'm going.
Well, Saitama doesn't care. That's another thing too. He doesn't really care a lot, and he'll just punch you. Like,
I mean, how many times have you seen Dragon Ball and
I've seen Dragon Ball a lot.
Okay, so how many times has Goku punched someone and they didn't die? How many times has Saitama punched someone and they just automatically died? So that's how I'm going off that. I'd rather take a punch from Goku.
Good point. I like that. I like that argument. All right, my second question for you: if someone pointed a gun to your head and said, "Make me your best meal," what would it be?
Oh man. Wow.
I wanted to ask you this question because
well, it'd probably be the last thing I ever made. I thought it came out pretty well. It's very random, but I'd probably tacos.
You said tacos?
Yeah. I made tacos like I haven't cooked in like 2 years, but yeah. Tacos, yeah. They came out pretty good. I made my own homemade salsa. That was a lot of work, but I did that. That came out really good too.
I like that answer. Tacos, huh? I didn't know that's about you. Wow. So gun to your head, you'll be like, I can make you the best tacos in the world. Well, best tacos in my eyes.
Well, this is my best meal. I can't really cook anything else.
Okay. Well, next question. Live in a world without cars or live in a world without recreational sports or live in a world without combat sports? Watching them.
Recreational? Like
as in every other sport. Like throwing balls. Olympics.
Oh, okay, so
like basketball, baseball.
Oh.
Recreational. All that shit.
Oh.
Or live in a world without combat sports.
Oh man.
being able to watch combat sports.
As much as I was talking about how great the UFC is and all that, and just combat sports is in general, that's basically like a handful of like sports compared to like just everything else. Yeah, I would have to say live in a world without combat sports.
Live in a world without combat. You know what's funny? I literally when I was thinking up with this question.
Did you just say that? Make that up earlier when we were talking about it?
No.
Oh, you had this prepared?
No, I had this prepared.
Oh, damn.
But
that's crazy.
I was thinking about this when I was writing this, and I'm actually not gonna choose recreational sports. I would live in a world without recreational sports. I would choose recreational sports to live without, because for some reason fighting is so.
That's like so weird. You're saying that.
What?
Because you never watch. You don't watch it.
I don't watch it, but it's interesting. It's interesting to me. Like, if I was actually invested, I feel like I would like that. I would like combat sports a lot. But I feel like since I'm not invested in the stories and all that shit and like the drama, I feel like it just doesn't.
Wait, with that question, you're talking about just like professional team or like the sport itself not existing?
What?
Like the sport, like the recreational sports would not even exist at all. Like you're not even playing them.
No, you can't watch them.
You can't watch them, but you can play them.
You can play them.
Oh no, then you know what? We'll switch that around. I would actually choose live in a world without that, because I'd rather UFC, MMA in general.
Don't you feel like
I'd rather watch that than watch NBA and NFL. I'd rather.
Don't you feel like us as humans though, like gravitate more towards like people fighting each other?
For good and bad, yeah. Unfortunately,
violence. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. The violence is what keeps us in, honestly. That's why the boxing shit's so crazy to me, because I'm like, dude, I'm literally watching people beat each other up. Shit's crazy.
I don't really. It sounds wild, but I don't really watch it. Like, yeah, I watch it because I know it's gonna be violent, but you know, I just want to see who's gonna come out on top.
Yeah.
You know, like, and I'll admit, yeah, when there's a fight and there's no action going on, it's like.
Makes you think. It makes you think, huh? It's a funny question. That's
an interesting one, yeah. That's a good one.
It kind of melded into our conversation right there. Alright, well, that wraps up another episode of Put Me in Tears. Thank you for watching. Catch us on TikTok, Thomas.thejesus. That's where me and Jake and a bunch of my friends post a lot of our videos.
I think I should start posting videos on TikTok.
Oh man, hinting comes. I don't know. We'll see. But anything else? Anything else you want to say?
That's pretty much it.
123,000 now on TikTok.
Wow.
So we're only going up from here.
Well, no, I hope people watch this. I hope people enjoy it, and honestly, nothing but positivity, you know.
Exactly, positivity for all. All right, thank y'all. Peace out.
I had Gatorade in my list though.
What? What did you just say right now? You just said I have Gatorade in my list?
Orange. I had orange Gatorade.
Yeah.
What are you saying? Like, oh, what do you mean?
That you guys just didn't put that shit up there.
Bro, you need to chill out, bro. I put that on my... Dorian, I don't think put it in his honorable.
Orange is
A lot of people don't
good.
like orange flavored things. I like orange flavored things.
I like orange Gatorade.
But I'm not putting it over Cool Blue and Fruit Punch.